The New York Giants minicamp has barely started, and we already have something that no one expected. Jaylen Hyatt is dominating the training sessions as if he were the team's #1 wide receiver. Yes, that same Hyatt that many were already doubting. The scenario has changed, and it has changed fast. In the midst of preparations, with everyone watching for the first signs of the season, a name started to pop up in all the reports, stories, and highlights: Jaylen Hyatt. And it's not just because of his speed. It's because of his confidence, his plays, his chemistry with the new QB. What's going on? Something very special could be brewing. It's as if everything has finally started to make sense. Hyatt, the same guy who was traded in the draft, who came with the pomp of having won the Biletnikoff Award, and who faded in 2023, is now re-emerging with attitude. Training hasn't even reached its peak and he's already become the main topic of discussion. Coincidence? Nothing like that. Work, opportunity, and a little help from Russell Wilson. If you want to see this talent explode once and for all in the NFL, if you are one of those who believed from the beginning or want to give that final vote of confidence, then hit the like button now. Hyatt could be about to write a new chapter in his story, and we will follow every step of this journey here on the channel. Hey Blue Giants fan, it's you, the one who cheers, suffers, and believes in every snap of this team. We love so much. Today we're talking seriously. There's a player who was being ignored by everyone, except for the most important guy on the roster, and that player is Jaylen Hyatt. After a season of ups and downs, more downs than ups, let's be honest, Hyatt is back in the spotlight. And it's no coincidence, spring training has shown a different athlete, more focused, more confident, and most importantly, more productive. What's going on with him is big. So stop everything and join us. Here, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment below. Do you think Jaylen Hyatt will establish himself as a regular starter this season? Are we seeing the birth of a new threat in the Giants' attack? Your interaction is what keeps this channel growing and motivates us to bring you more hot and passionate content about our Giants. So let's explode in the comments. Your opinion counts, and a lot. The sun hadn't even set yet, and the field was already buzzing. In East Rutherford. It was the 8th day of OTAs, but it felt like regular season practice. The intensity, the yelling, the quick movements, and through it all, one figure stood out. Jaylen Hyatt, wearing the number 13 jersey tightly around his body, showing off his explosiveness and precise route. The big expectation was on the new quarterback, Russell Wilson, and how he would fit into this offense. But what few expected was the level of rapport he was already showing with Hyatt. In the receiving drills, in the 7-on-7s, in the 11-on-11s. Jaylen's name came up all the time, as if it were scripted. On the other side, rookie sensation Malik Neighbors is out with a toe injury. That has opened up a spot for Hyatt to get reps with the first team. And he has jumped at the chance. Literally, every snap is treated like a Super Bowl finale. And that has impressed not only the coaches, but the veterans as well. And that's what changes the game. Hyatt isn't just participating in practice. He's taking center stage, running clean routes, showing off incredible speed, adjusting his body for difficult catches. The Jaylen Hyatt who's practicing today is a different person, a hungry player. And when that hunger meets raw talent, something special can happen. In the final 7-on-7 session, Hyatt stood near the sideline. A subtle move to the middle, a sharp cut to the outside, and boom! Russell Wilson releases his arm, a full pass, Hyatt at full speed, and a solid catch for the first down. The field buzzes. The coaches look at each other. Something is happening there. Minutes later, in the 11-on-11 half, the magic moment comes. Russell snaps the ball, looks up, and releases a moonball, that perfect high-flying throw that only elite quarterbacks can make. Hyatt accelerates, burns the scoreboard, and stretches for a 50-yard reception. The silence before the catch. The explosion after. What a scene! And as if that weren't enough, in the final stretch of practice, Hyatt adjusts perfectly for a difficult pass downfield. A back shoulder catch that requires timing, strength, and reading. Another first down. Another highlight play. More proof that he's not just there to pass through. Those plays alone would be impressive, but together, they tell a story. The story of a player who is ready to turn the page and write a new chapter. Jaylen Hyatt is showing that it's not just about speed, it's about focus, execution, timing. And Giants fans know, that changes everything. The first big thing that needs to be nailed down. The connection between Russell Wilson and Jaylen Hyatt is real. It's not just in a practice, it's not just a pretty pass, it's a sequence, it's trust, And it's impressive to see how Wilson, a respected veteran, is emotionally invested in Hyatt's development. That's not common. That's a sign that he sees something there. Second point, Hyatt's behavior. He's not only standing out on the pitch, but also behind the scenes. He was the first to arrive at practice, the last to leave. He spent an extra 30 minutes doing the route, working with the coaches, fine-tuning details. Do you know what that shows? Commitment, thirst, focus, something that comes from someone who wants to prove they deserve it. Third, Malik Nabbar's absence has opened the door, but Hyatt isn't just filling the gap. He's dominating the gap. He's not just doing the bare minimum, he's creating plays that change the tone of practice. When a receiver can be featured on nearly every practice report, something's happening there. And if this continues, Jaylen Hyatt's name will go from surprise prospect to official offensive weapon. That kind of growth is rare, especially for a player who had such a lackluster sophomore year. But sometimes all you need is a real chance and someone to believe in you. And Hyatt is proving that in action. Let's look at the numbers. In 2023, Jaylen Hyatt had just 8 receptions in 16 games. That's right, 8, for 62 yards. It was practically a lost year for a player who, in college, torched defenses like Nick Saban's. Many fans had already given up on him. But he didn't give up on himself. And now, with Russell Wilson, one of the NFL's best deep ball throwers, at quarterback, that's a whole new ballgame. Wilson had the best completion percentage on deep balls in 2023, according to PFF. And Hyatt? He's one of the best vertical receivers to come out of college in recent years. That could be an explosive combination. More than that, Hyatt is on an offense that is being redesigned to be fast and dynamic. With Darius Slayton in his prime, Wan'Dale Robinson gaining momentum, and Malik Nabbar as the natural talent, Hyatt could be the surprise element that opens up the field. What this offense needs to take a leap forward is exactly what it offers: explosiveness and depth. If Hyatt can repeat in games what he's been doing in training, he can secure his spot not only on the roster, but in the team's future. And that's what we want to see. Young talents who evolve, who make us proud, and who make a difference on the field. It's in his hands now. And everything indicates that he'll seize this opportunity with all his might.